Hello everybody, my name is Sophia, an artist from St. Petersburg. Today we are painting a fragment of the picture of the general painter Aivazovsky. That's the subject of my today's lesson. His pictures inspire at all times. I love his work and suggest to paint his picture for education purposes. My canvas is 24 by 30 centimeters in size. He writes the sky in cold blue. How beautiful he writes transitional tones. As a result, all forms built in the picture are softly. There is not a single sharp dissonant spot. The action in this picture is deployed against the nightly lunar landscape. The colors based on a combination of cold tones with warm tone. These tones are mixed with each other. In this stage you work faster, later we will work slowly. Aivazovsky was painted pictures in one brief. We are doing a copy. It's more difficult for us to repeat his manner and stroke. At first sight, this picture may look easy. Who does not like to rush? You can stop at this stage and continue after drawing. I have a palette knife in my hand, hold like a fork and draw lines. If it's hard for you, you can stop. In this lesson, I want to demonstrate how to line with palette knife, but still I'd like to take a picture in my hands and draw lines with the brush. On the next layer, I will do that. We had the choice of either a palette knife or a brush. After every painting, you pick good paints on a new palette and wash brushes with soap and warm water until the lather is white. Brushes should not be dirty, take care of them. Today is the second layer. Look at your work, what you need to change and correct. You don't like getting upset. One of the most basic conditions for transition to this step is the density of the color layer. In other words, if your layer is transparent, you need to paint it again. Maybe you will have more layers. In my case, this is the second layer. If your picture looks like my painting, you can go to next step. You find out and correct mistakes. We start from the sky, select the right color and build in the spots again. This stage is more difficult because we must work more accurately. The more accurately you work, the more interesting the final result will be. Recently, some people who have nothing to art watched my video lesson and they did not understand the choice of tone, how to choose the tone correctly. First of all, this is a practice and you should be able to see water lighter and darker, shadow and light. Many people love the sea. I recommended this lesson for those who have never written the sea or for practice and new knowledges. In childhood, Aivazovsky fell in love with the sea. He sat on the shores of the Black Sea for a long time and studied every detail and admired the beauty of the seascape. I suggest that we study every detail of his painting to repeat the emotions he felt. There are small waves. I have a gray color. When I look at picture by Aivazovsky, I want to add a goldfish to the wave. But this is not only in this picture. Did you ever match with Pushkin's poetry? They were introduced to the Academy of Arts at the exhibition in St. Petersburg. I was looking for information about it. Aivazovsky was only 19 years old. Pushkin impressed him so much that Aivazovsky created many paintings based on Pushkin's poems. Pushkin never posed for Aivazovsky, he painted him from memory, but Pushkin's poems posed for Aivazovsky all the time. Aivazovsky was not only a mirror painter, but also a most beautiful portrait painter, somehow supported from a private collection. It was realistic and academic painting, beautiful, unique and exciting. Of course, more often people are just a tiny addition to the landscape in the paintings of Aivazovsky. This masterclass will not make you an Aivazovsky, but should allow you to write a beautiful seascape, even if you have no great creative experience. Aivazovsky painted a huge number of paintings, 6,000. Therefore, when you paint a picture and wonder why I have wrong, remember, 6,000 paintings, and if you create something similar to his masterpiece, this is already well. The seascape should be dynamic and exciting, and the wind should be felt, splashes fly from the wind. Now we're doing sea spray. Let's look at my actions. They will create a special mood in the seascape and make the painting more expressive. Today is the third layer. The surface is dry. If your picture looks like my painting, you can go to next step. You find out and correct mistakes. Today is the glaze stage. You have no such a picture, therefore you need to correct your layers. In the third stage, I begin to work with glazes. Glaze is a liquid paint. This is a short lesson for the free. If you are interested in the full lesson, then you can write to me via Instagram. I work glazed and fluidly. The result will not depend on the size of the canvas. You can enlarge the canvas and brushes. This masterclass is not only for practitioners, but also for beginners. Write the comments what you would have problems, how long you create this picture. Look how unusually realistic and brilliant Aivazovsky to paint sea water. The picture looks bewitching, every detail is unique and beautiful. I wish for everyone to be positive and inspired. Join me again soon for another interesting lesson. Bye for now.